saw a man crash out on the way to his 9 to 5. I saw sons carried in arms, but a father buried alive. I saw a woman pray, but her tears fed the streets. I saw brothers turn kings, built empires in grief. I saw a child born with sight darker than mine, a gift sharpened, hunted, and hidden in time. I saw love dressed as poison, betrayal as kin, and I saw the prophet fall by the hand of his sin. The fragments don't make sense now, but listen close. By the end, you know the truth, 'cause I always did.
Before you make your next move, remember, I made it first.
Back you up. Before you know me. But by the time you know me, you'll wish you listened sooner. Name's Wise, the only man who can quote your future in past tense.
I came up where the street lights hum like scripture. Graffiti on the church door told my first picture. Mama prayed over rent, daddy ghost in the wind. I learned every closed mouth don't get fed or forgiven. Dice games taught the math, corner taught the silence. Sharp tongue, sharper eyes, knowledge over violence. Young mind with a hustler's pulse in the vein. Dreams heavy like the storm before the rain. Learn to read men like legends. Check the debt they hide, every smile got a clause. Every handshake aside, didn't grow up lucky. I grew up watching the tales. Now I'm the dealer in the game where the story sells. I don't see the world, I scan it frame by frame. Every name got a fade, every fate got a claim. If I speak it, I own it in the ink of my mind. I've been here before, you just late to the time. Wise in the flesh, cold in the breath. Seen your whole life from the birth to the death. Move on the board like the pieces obey. Got your next 10 years in the words I say. Wise in the flesh, script in the eyes. You can't rewrite what the hand implies. Every man's truth in the lines I thread. I don't read the game, I'm the one who. My visions ain't dreams, they the blueprints hidden. Every page that I turn is a fate already written. I don't gamble with tomorrow, I stack it in place. Let the rest roll dice in a rigged up race. I see killers before they grip still in they palms. See the storm hit the block before the wind turns calm. Got a library of sins in a spiral bound head, where the chapters don't close, they just pause instead. I don't chase beef, I marinate it slow. Let the truth cut deep while the lies just grow. If you think I'm a man, you ain't look close enough. I'm a book that walks, every page follows the world. I scan it frame by frame.
claim. If I speak it, I own it in the ink of my mind. I've been it before, you just late to the time. Wise in the flesh, cold in the breath. Seen your whole life from the birth to the death. Move on the board like the pieces obey. Got your next 10 years in the words I say. Rise in the flesh, script in the eyes. You can't rewrite what the hand implies. Every man's truth in the lines I thread. I don't read the game, I'm the one who read.
About the night when the deal went south. Ask Kim about the dream that she still can't mouth. Ask Rodney, Ruck, Tasha, Tony and Faye. They'll tell you that my silence cut deeper than play. I don't warn twice, I just bookmark the date. Let the hands keep turning till the hour feels late. I walk through the hood like a prophet on leave. Every shadow that I pass got a story to grieve. Got enemies in rooms that ain't met me yet. All debt paid early when the future's set. You don't call it power, you call it luck. But luck's just a name for the things I pluck.
I don't see the world, I scan it frame by frame. Every name got a fade, every fate got a claim. If I speak it, I own it in the ink of my mind. I've been here before, you just late to the time. Wise in the flesh, cold in the breath. Seen your whole life from the birth to the death. Move on the board like the pieces obey. Got your next 10 years in the words I say. Wise in the flesh, script in the eyes. You can't rewrite what the hand implies. Every man's truth in the lines I thread. I don't read the game, I'm the one who read.
Before you make your next move, remember, I made it first.
Just say, wait, don't speak. There's more, don't speak. It says you were gonna say, read it. Where are you gonna say this? Yes, that is exactly what I was gonna say, or at least I was thinking to say it.
Do you know that man?
No, but as soon as I get home, I'm gonna pray.
That never happened.
He walks with sons, but drags the chains of fathers. Every laugh they share rattles like a shackle. The streets feed on prayers and spit out broken crowns. One boy will inherit the rage, another the guilt, and one will rise, but only by falling further than the rest.
It's not destiny I write, it's deja vu. Blood echoes louder than any prophecy, and every echo finds its way home.
Well, how you been feeling this week?
How have you been sleeping?
That's what you were gonna ask next.
Then you'd adjust your glasses. Write 2 words you can't spell without looking, and cross your left leg over your right.
Then you'll say, tell me more about the visions.
But before you even finish, you'll remember the dream you had Tuesday, the one you didn't write down, where you're standing at a train station, holding a letter you never opened.
You wanna know what's in that letter? It's not yours, it's from your son. He writes it 3 years from now, right before he leaves this city, and 4 days after you read it.
2 hands will close around your throat.
You will die by the hands of can't get right.
Don't look at the door. Don't call security. You won't remember this conversation until you're standing there.
Shall I tell you your next question?
Don't move. You think this is a conversation? I've been here before. Every word ever said, already written. I'm just turning the page.
You reach for the glass on the table, hand shaking. Your eyes scan the room, but you don't know I'm taking. Every thought you ain't spoken is mine in the making. Breathing slow, heartbeats pacing. Yeah, clock hands clicking. You swallow your doubt, open your mouth, but no sound comes out. Try to play calm, but the air's gone thick. Your whole future's on this page I flip.
Oh, can't hide in the moment, I'm already ahead. Every secret that you carry, I've already read. Pages whisper in the dark, names bleed through the ink. Yeah. Some are gone, some alive, more connected than you think.
I see you before you do. Oh, your breath, your move, your ending too. Yeah, I see you before you do. Every word in your mouth, every shadow you choose. I see you before you do.
I see
Your breath, your move, your ending too. I see you before you do. Every word in your mouth, every shadow you choose. Yeah. You step outside, light sparks in the wind. Moth hits your shoulder, you brush it again. U-Haul parked on the side of the street, chest feels heavy. Too many smokes this week. I know the phone call you'll get at 9. I know the name you'll pretend's not mine. And when you think you can change the end, you'll only play the scene again. Can you feel it bending time? Present tangled with the lines of a book you didn't write.
be the last.
Fred, let's try this again. You say you see things before they happen, but you understand that's not possible. That's delusion. You're about to take off your glasses, pinch the bridge of your nose, then say, delusion can feel real. Do it.
Delusion can feel real. Oh.
Don't bother writing that down, you'll drop the pen. Right. Now.
No.
Know this. It's a suggestion, it's coincidence.
Coincidence.
In 10 minutes you call your wife. You ask about dinner. She'll say, chicken again. And you hate her voice for no reason. Tell me, Doc, what do you call it when I'm living in your tomorrow?
Our Father who art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name. You see, even your prayers are scripted, written before your lips move. You thought God was listening? No. Doc, I was.
This can't be real. No one can do this. By tomorrow night, you'll know just how real. 2 hands around your neck. By the one they call, can't get right. You'll fight, beg, claw for air, but you'll hear me first. Right here. Right now!
How do I stop it?
You don't.
Thought you did, but every word I dropped, you carried it like a splinter under skin, waiting to ache when the wound reopens.
Clock struck 3, shadows whisper in the kitchen. You remember that? Pages burn, but the ink still glisten. You can't buy silence and talk in your sleep. Not acquiring your ribcage, hum the secret you keep. Every fragment a blade, every riddle a prayer. Wise never spoke loud, but the echo's still there. Look both ways before you step in the light. You thought it was a line, but it marked your last night. He ain't rhyme for applause, he carved scars in your memory. Every hook was a chain, every verse, legacy. Now you standing in the cipher, but the cipher staring back. What you thought was a song was a coded attack. That's the last riddle, the cipher complete. Every word you ignore gon' return when you sleep. Wise never gone, he just hidden the beat. The book closed shut, but the pulse still speak. Blood on the sidewalk, chalk with a child walk. Align your rewind, but never let it stalk. Now it knock on your chest, heavy hand with no key. Cause Wise ain't rap for him, he was rapping for me. Remember 7 steps past the liquor store lights. Now you count them in your dreams when you pacing that night. Every fragment he spit wasn't random at all. It was a prophecy scribbled like graffiti on the wall. You thought it was music, but it was a map. You thought it was freestyle, but it was a trap. You thought you forgot him, but the book don't fade. Now the cipher come alive and the choices you made, Lord, it's the last pages don't end, they fold. And the fold cut sharper than the blade. Wise ain't dead, you just wait for you to remember. That's the curse and the gift.
Pages don't aim.
People, no, I build them. I step into their dreams while they're still at play. Mold them with whispers they don't even hear. Attached to the moment a thought is born. Ride it down the spine until it's marrow deep. I see the rot in their memory boxes, the rooms they won't walk into even in their sleep. Oh, every secret's a string, I pull one, the whole world tilts. Oh, this ain't blackmail, it's dissection. And when I'm done, they'll swear it was fake. I don't change lives, I turn them inside out. And when they finally read what I've written, it's already too late.
Build empires from trauma, map kingdoms in chalk, broke bread with demons, taught them to crawl and walk. Thought I was the author, the pen behind every move, but I was just a puppet with silk threads, tricked by truth. Every plan, every play, thought it was me on the throne, till I dreamed in deja vu, words I never owned. It's like Dream knew the path, like he saw through my mind, and I'm just retracing steps, a nigga left behind. Kensington born, Illadelph, my vision was foreign, scripture inked in gunpowder, my prayers were sworn. I ain't leave, he led me through my own dark maze, stunned in my dreams, but gave me prophecy dressed as praise.
Architect of the broken, planner of the pain, he built his world through shadows, bricks of shame.
These streets ain't yours when your blueprint's cursed. Tony, this whole shit feels like your rise was rehearsed.
I thought I made this, I thought this crown was mine, but he saw my fate through a child's eyes. Nigga, been time. All my dreams pre-played, all my wars pre-won. I'm just an echo of a script written before my life even begun.
I'll be the builder, you the psychic attacking the plan.
No free will, just a stage and a role to play. Even my sins feeling rehearsed every fucking day.
I ain't need no kingdom, I was just a storm. Born in the image of God, but prophesied to mourn. Ruck, thought I raised on my way. Turns out, looking back, even that path was laid. Wise knew I'd feed him bullets before I'd fed him truth. Knew Tasha would be my mirror, blood stained and uncouth. Fade was the flower I crushed with callous palms. But even my regret was designed, premeditated psalms. I seen love die, seen myself in her tears, but couldn't alter fate, I was trapped by the years. He warned me of my death, said it'll come of your seed. So I raised killers, hoping no one would've believed. Tried to cheat the scrolls and rewrite each page, but destiny don't bleed, that shit burns like sage.
Architect of sorrow, prophet of pain. Tony, your throne was cursed, bonded by a psychic's chain. I thought I made this one, I thought this crown was mine, but he saw my fate through a child's eyes. Nigga been time. All my dreams replayed, all my wars pre-won. I'm just an echo of a script written before my life even begun.
You never knew the blade in his hand, a shadow walking the line, a psychic attacking the plan. This kingdom cursed, my heart stitched in stone. I was architect entitled, but never alone. Just candy from a ghost, dressed in divine. Now I read blueprints, none of that shit is mine.
I was just the builder, he was the hand. I thought I was God, but I was just a man.
So many years later, he had someone drop off all of the books. I'm glad he did not do this sooner. I would have gone crazy. All of them, Book of Ron, Book of Fae, Ruck, Rome. Even Tasha's Mind's called Crowns and Coffins. You know what page we're on right now. Before I even hit puberty, he didn't write the future. He remembered it. It says you planned to kill me. I came here with that intention, just like Rodney did to his therapist. Thought maybe if I tied up the loose ends, maybe that would change the ending. But you didn't. No, I'm giving you something better, a chance to understand, a chance to be the keeper of the truth. Ruck's gone soon, Rome. What about you? I'm done, my chapter ends at a bookstore. A duffel full of money, a son with a trembling hand. In silence, why tell me all this? Because you're the only one left. You've seen the darkness in us and didn't flinch. Your guy Rodney, maybe even Keisha, the next one. Why I said their child will be a seer born with sight. Maybe they'll break the cycle. Lock the door when I'm gone and hide that book. Not everyone's ready for truth and ink.
Pack you up. Stand here thinking there's a choice. Left or right, light or night. But what you don't know, both roads lead to me. And I've been waiting at the end. Sun's in your eyes, you think it's a sign. Pavement warm under your feet this time. Smiling faces, open doors wide. but every smile got a shadow they hide. Step inside, gold frames on the wall. Names you've heard but don't know at all. And the chair they pull out for you, I carved your name in it too.
Every window shut, every soul gone home.
You think the dark makes me blind to your face, but I know every crack in your hiding place.
Boots on the gravel, breathing the fall. Heart pounding louder than a stray dog's jaw.
When you think this road breaks free, it just turns back into me. Oh, yeah.
One road's painted gold, the other's black as tar. But they both in here, and I'm the one holding the pen.
Choose, but I already know. Every step, every breath, every seed you sow. Choose, but I already know. Yeah, already know. Left hand, right hand, same shadow grow. Choose, but I already know. Every step, every breath, every seed you sow. Choose, but I already know.
I didn't curse the seed, I let him curse himself. Tony thought the hands that killed him would be his own blood, but no, those hands belong to Rodney. Rodney, can't get right. Born from Ron's line, Rodney's anger was just a flame. Tony and Tasha lit it when they took Faye's life. Think I didn't try to stop it? I tried to block Rodney from Keisha, keep fam nice from ever being born. But Ruck sent her away, thought he could outplay me. You can't outrun my eyes, but distance clouds the lens. And when I look for fam nice black, couldn't see a thing that's not just power, that's danger. So I went back to when Tony was 8. Slipped inside his thoughts, twisted the compass just enough not to kill him fast, to bend him slow. He thought he still had choices, but my words were in his head, echoing, and every echo led him right where I wanted him.
You call it a curse,
I call it prevention.
They say keep your enemies close, but what they don't tell you is sometimes they eat at your table, wear your colors, and still sharpen knives with your name on it.
I gave loyalty, they gave me envy back. Fed wolves from my plate, now they sniffing where my pennies at. Every smile got teeth, I can see the bite marks. These boys play roles, but I read them like a light chart. Had love for them, still I felt the shift in the air. They dabbed me with one hand, kept the blade under there. In the jungle, even king can turn predator. Wise learn early, don't let them see the editor.
I've been watching from low, moving like the current flow. I ain't gotta let them know, I already see the show. Fake love in the daylight,
see it clear.
daggers in the dark night,
Don't come near.
this was when the crowd hides.
I'm still here, loyal to a fault, but I'm moving no fear. They toast to my wins, but their eyes tell a sermon. Talk unity in front, but behind, different version. Ain't paranoia if the proof match the vision. Ain't love if they hate your next step in position. So I pivoted. Clean house without the broom, let the snake shed skin. Watch the venom fill the room, now the circle airtight. I can breathe without a doubt. Wise learn the code, it's what you peep, not what they shout. I was feeding them dreams while they served me the scheme. Played the role of the brother, but was working the team. That's why I sleep light, move right, speak less. Cause the loudest in the room usually got the least depth. Love in the daylight, see it clear.
Daggers in the dark night,
Don't come near.
whispers when the crowd hides.
I'm still here, loyal to a fault, but I'm moving no fear.
In this life, it ain't about who you trust, it's about who earned that trust and still kept it when it was easier to break it.
Wise, could see your future. Tony, I want you to understand clairvoyance as you describe it, especially this specific connection through your eyes. It's not scientifically proven. These experiences could be your mind processing trauma. Nah, see, I knew you was gonna say that. That's why I ain't say nothing before. When I was 8, just a kid, this man stops me. Said 3 minutes would change my life. Said he could see through my eyes, describe fate before I even knew what love was. Said I'd lose her. Said I'd raise killers. Said the therapist I talked to in my 40s will call it delusion. That's very vivid, Tony. But don't you think that might be a projection? A narrative your mind built to cope with guilt or loss? Nah, man. Now you ever had deja vu hit so hard it made you wanna cry? Not cause it felt familiar, because it was word for word. That's what this is, not memory, not imagination. It's playback. I remember things I never lived until they happen. And when they do, I'm right back on Woodland Ave, candy in my hand, looking up at Wise saying, it's gonna hurt. Okay, hypothetically, if this is real, why come back? Why keep talking to me? Cause I ain't got nobody else to talk to. And just like he said, you wouldn't believe me. So now I'm just a man with memories of the future, in a world that calls that crazy.
They call me the devil. Not because I worship darkness, but because they never seen light bend in a man like me before. I didn't ask for this, didn't train for it. One day the whisper started, and they never stop. Your thoughts, your fears, your lies. I saw your first heartbreak the moment I met you. I smell your worst mistake before you made it. Even when I close my eyes, I see your memories. Even when I sleep, I dream your nightmares, and it's not quiet. I tried to live normal, date, work, laugh, but your secrets bled through my smiles. The grief of it, knowing every betrayal before it's born. Watching trust dissolve before your lips can form the lie. So I made it a game, I leaned into it. If life was gonna turn me into a villain, I'd be the sharpest villain it had ever written. I started scripting lies, planting thought forms before you knew they were yours. I could nudge your dreams, tug at your fears, and watch your whole world turn inside out. Not for ransom, not for profit, just to see if I could. And then I crossed the line, whispered the last days of too many. And once you speak death into a soul, you can't take it back. I've done more harm than I could ever heal. One day I became something else. Born again in a light that didn't erase the dark, but made me see it clearer. I stopped running from what I am, I started shaping it. But before the hero was born, there was the shadow. And the shadow still remembers the taste of every scream.
They call me the devil, but they never knew the science. Born with sight too sharp, ears too deep. I never asked to hear your secrets, but once I heard them, I could never unhear. And that's when the games began.
I see thoughts flicker, I hear hearts stutter. Every whisper in the dark, I uncover. Gift or curse, man, the lines stay thin. Every secret I hold cuts deeper within. Never normal, never silence in my head. Living life haunted by the words unsaid. Whispers of their last days play on repeat. I became the villain that they feared in the street. I didn't choose this sight, didn't choose this pain. But once I touched the fire, I couldn't stay the same. Turned grief into a mask, turned truth into flame. Life became a battlefield.
Shadow game, shadows in my veins, living as
villain when they cursed my name. Shadow games, I embraced the shame. They feared what I was, so I owned the flame.
You call it madness, I call it survival. Dancing with demons became my revival. Tormented, twisted, I laughed through the cries. Every secret I whispered left another soul tied. I can't fix the harm, can't undo the past. The truth I revealed left scars at last. So I played a role, let the devil wear my face until wisdom cracked the mask and I found my place. Born cursed, born chosen, same coin flip. Eyes wide open while reality ripped. Gifts so heavy, grief so real. I lost myself just learning how to heal. Shadow made me villain, wisdom made me see that the same curse breaking me was shaping destiny.
Shadow game, shadows in my veins, living as the villain when they cursed my name. Shadow games, I embraced the shame. They feared what I was, so I owned the flame.
I whispered death, I carried grief. I wore the mask of the devil they believed in. But even shadows bow to light. Even villains can be reborn.
Because they had no words for what I was. So I gave them words. A lexicon, a science of psychic war.
Firsts, there's Evo syndrome, evolutionary overload. When I read too deep, the victim's mind mutates, forced to carry frequencies it was never built for. They evolve in seconds, nerves burning like wires too thin for the current. They see lifetimes flash, futures collapse, and they come back broken. Not prophets, but casualties.
Then glitches,
neural skips, reality stutters. They call it deja vu, but that's just a polite word. It's when my script and their moment touch each other too close, fold in on themselves. A sentence spoken twice, a night lived over again. A crack in the glass of time. Then the walls closing. And then the walls close, and that's compression. I pull their aura tight, like the air itself is shrinking. They choke their bodies, turn into coffins. No door, no window, just the sound of their own pulse screaming back at them. That's when most of them beg. And finally, psych-out attack syndrome. Doctors named it schizophrenia, preachers called it possession. But the truth, it was me, my fingerprints, inside their thoughts. Every whisper in their head, mine. Every nightmare they dreamt, mine. I was the author, and they were just reciting lines. I didn't choose this, I never asked to live inside other people's minds, to hear the filth they hide, the secrets they bury, the shame they choke on when no one's watching. But once I learned it, once I named it, once I played the game, there was no turning back. So I turned torment into scripture, pain into science. And I whispered the last days of men until their lives folded like paper. One day,
A victim will write the manual, a book for survivors. But until then, my words are the only map you'll ever have.
Tell me, how do you argue with a script that already got your blood dried on the last page?
I held a mirror, but it shattered in my hand. Every shard of prophecy I couldn't understand. Therapist looking at me like I lost my mind, but I read his every word before he spoke the line. Said Doc tomorrow's pages got me dying in a store. By a son I raised in shadows, trained for war. He froze, glitching his eyes, couldn't breathe, couldn't move. That's the curse of the mirror. Truth don't need proof. They said hindsight's a gift, but in me it's a curse. I've been living tomorrows before they hit the earth. Wise whispered my death, that's the script in my scars. I'm a prophet of pain, reading futures in the dark. Broken mirrors, showing faces I can't hide. Reflections of a future where I already died. Every crack another memory that bleeds from my skin. Can't escape the script, it was written from within. Broken mirrors, telling stories I can't change. Every shot a coffin, every page a grave. Therapists don't believe me, but tomorrow won't bend when the mirror breaks. That's the day my story ends. That's the day my story ends. Pages flip like whispers in a haunted room. Every sentence carved deep, spelling out my doom. They said, Tony, stop drinking, stop stressing, stop the lies. But I showed them the script, saw the fear in their eyes. Raised his son with my demons. Thought I saved his soul, but Wise twisted his crown, made his heart ice cold. Now we hunting his father, don't even know he cursed. I'm looking at redemption, but the script wrote the hearse. Mirror shards falling, voices echo faint.
Every life I touch turned to glass in my hands.
Every love I held cut me deeper.
Every love I held cut me deeper in the end. And tomorrow,
the mirror takes me home. Broken mirrors, bleeding visions I can't fight. Tomorrow's just a memory I've been dreaming every night. No therapy can heal what the book already penned. When the glass hits the floor, it's the moment that I end. Broken mirrors, fragments of a crown. Every page I'm cursing is the reason I drown. Wise wrote it in silence, whispered death like a hymn. When the mirror breaks, that's the day my story ends.
Tell my sons, it wasn't madness, it was memory. And tell Wise, he ain't just cursed me, he cursed the bloodline.
Until they bleed.
He woke up blessed. Sons carry sins. Chains don't break, they rattle. She never forgave, the street remembers. hear a song, I hear a scar. You hear a verse, I hear a curse. You think it's music, but I think it's prophecy.
I think it's prophecy. I think it's prophecy. I think it's prophecy. It's prophecy. It's prophecy. It's prophecy.
Before it happened, not in colors, not in lines, but in the heavy shadows that fell across the children's faces. Their laughter bent into silence before they learned words for grief. Their fists closed before they ever held peace. Their eyes memorized violence the way monks memorize prayers. I wrote it down. Every betrayal, every curse, every bullet that spun like a psalm through the rib cage. I kept a ledger of their wounds, though I begged the night to give me mercy, to tear the script from my trembling hands. But the night is honest, the night does not lie. The night whispered, you are only the witness, never the savior. Rome dreamed of kingdoms, but I saw his crown split with rage. Ruck drowned his soul in fire, but I smelled his ashes long before his first flame. Rodney carried the blade of destiny in his mouth, sharp with unspoken pain. Yet it was not his hand that cut him deepest. It was the memory of fathers buried in silence, the memory of mothers who prayed but could not heal. I wrote them all, 7 verses for every life, 7 curses for every prayer. And I carried the ink like a chain around my neck. The people said, why do you bleed your pen upon the page? And I answered, because the future bleeds first. I saw Get Right's last breath before his first drink. I saw Faye cradle a womb of broken promises, her tears carving rivers through generations unborn. I saw Tasha bury herself alive beneath guilt, but call it pride. And I saw Tony, oh Tony, a man who mistook survival for redemption until the ghost demanded payment in full. What curse is heavier than knowing? What sin is sharper than foresight? I watched the scripts fold into themselves, father into son, brother into brother, blood into soil, until the streets became scripture. And I could not burn these pages, but the fire itself bowed before the words. If you read this, you are already inside the circle. You are walking a story that was carved before your cry. And though you may claw at the veil, though you may beg for unwritten tomorrows, know this: the ink dries eternal. The hand that writes does not forgive. The seer is not your hope. The seer is your mirror. And in the mirror, I see you. Already gone, already remembered, already written.
reach for light.
I close the door. I made you mine
Forevermore.
Fragile disguise. Wise whispered, kill her, I believe his lies. She had his child, she had his name, I had his shadow, I wore his shame.
I jailed the boy, I clipped his wings, I wrote the script, you played the strings.
I told myself, it kept him safe, you sealed his fate, erased his face. Forever
his name, but not his shadow. They will curse his blood, but drink his memory. They will call him wrong, but he will be right. They will bury his name. Not his shadow.
But not his shadow. They will curse his blood, but drink his memory. They will call him wrong, but he will be right.
And the sons will inherit change.
Shadow of a ghetto. Pops was a ghost, his hands never held me, but I still feel the whip in my blood when it welled me. Trying to raise sons, but my back still breaking. Chain round my ankle, I fake like I'm sacred. Talk strength, but inside I'm shaking. Teaching about freedom while I'm still caged in. Tell me how the fatherless father a man. Tell me how the wounded one steady hold hands. Every prayer sound like begging the sky, but my son's looking up like I can't ever cry.
Blood of the Father, bones of the Son, we carried away, but we never run.
The sins of the past in the marrow is deep. What he ain't healed, it's the pain that I keep.
Blood of the Father,
If I don't kill the curse, it gon' live in yo.
My daddy said nothing. Silence cut deep, so I learned how to fight, how to kill, how to weep. Now my boy look at me, eyes wide, no lie. He want a hero, but I'm barely getting by. It's a curse in the blood, prophecy in the skin. Wise told me once, the book always wins. Can I rewrite pages, or is it too late? I see Ron in my mirror, I see Rodney in my fate. I don't wanna leave no ghost in their chest. I don't wanna pass my trauma like the rest. I don't wanna watch my sons drown in my mess, but the book already wrote it, said I'm destined for less. Blood of the Father. The story don't end till the silence is done. Chains don't break till somebody scream loud. I'll die trying to fight before I pass it down. Blood of the Father. Ron walk blind and the night gon' come. Rodney gon' bleed, but his eyes gon' see. Maybe one day my son's gon' be free.
He don't just walk with sons, he walks with ghosts. And ghosts don't sleep, they feed.
I don't raise no army. I just whisper in dreams. I don't need no throne. When your secrets crown me king.
I slid inside Rodney's sleep, painted visions on his sheets. Fed him lust for Kim's embrace, new betrayal runs deep. Turned his hunger into fire, let temptation be the knife. Cut the brotherhood in silence, I just rearranged their life. Rome the politician, oh I saw his shining stage. But every lawman's got a darkness that I ink into the page. Ruck the soldier, loyal, but his mother sold him out. I pressed the greed inside her veins till betrayal spilled out.
See, I don't fight with weapons, I just haunt your faith. I reward your darkest side, watch you call it fate. Every righteous act undone, every bond misplaced. They dance when I command, tied up in shadow lace.
Bucket strings pulling tight. Eyes closed, no, can't see the fight. I reward the dark, I erase the light.
You was born for me to ride.
Yeah.
Tasha prayed for blessing, but I cursed her in disguise. Every smile turned to venom, every kiss another lie. She thought she chose the shadows, but I paid her with regret. Now she's crippled in her hatred, wheelchair throne of debt. Ruck shot by his mother, Rome finished him in bed. I carved the family legacy, soaked the scriptures red. But Rome's my masterpiece, my pawn in a suit. I traded secrets for power and plant poison in his roots, yeah. You thought I just watched, but I wrote every page. Seers don't just see the future, we own it.
Puppet strings pulling tight. You can't break when I grip the knife. I reward the dark, I erase the light.
All your kings are mine by right.
So when they whisper why, they don't speak my name. They read my curse and choke in my game. And the winds
walk through shadows, timelines folding. Dreams I stole keep replaying, they scolding. Every fate I touch came back distorted. Now my mind's the prison, my gift aborted. I saw crowns, I saw blood, I saw fire. I bent destiny, called myself Messiah. But the vision's cracked, the real won't spin. I don't know where I end or begin. Whispers in the walls, calling my sins. Future on rewind, punishment begins. I cheated one death, but another took aim. Prophecy's a bullet, and it knows my name.
Prophecy's it's written in my skin. You can't outlive the fate you boxed in me.
I ran from tomorrow, I drowned in today. Prophecy's end took my crown away. You thought you saved me, wise but you lied. Death was delayed, not denied. I carried your curse, I carried your mark. Now I come for you out the shadows, out the dark. You bent my ending, but my spirit remembered. The moment postponed was only surrendered. Now I rise, your timeline breaks. You the prophet, but I'm the hand that fate takes.
I can't see it clear, but I see you here. I was God of the scrolls, now the scrolls disappear. I wrote destiny's pen, and this is your end.
Prophecy's it's written in my skin. You can't outlive the fate you boxed them in.
Your visions turn to coffins, your crown to clay. Prophecy's end, today's the day. Prophecy always wins.
Did you see the pages? Every line you spoke was already spoken. Every death you feel is already written. See, you read the book, but did you see the pages? Every line you spoke was already spoken. Every day
a seer when the visions turn black? What good is sight when the future blinds you back?
I carried the curse, the gift, the burden. Eyes wide open when the world kept turning. I saw death dates written in the veins of men. I whispered their endings, they feared me then. But the blackness grew, silence in the stream. Fam blocked my vision, cut me from the dream. Keisha found hunters who studied my lore. They taught the boy power I could not ignore. The mirror cracked, my sight grew dim. The seer became the victim within. A man I once cheated, denied his grave, came back with fury, not a soul to save.
Sees no more, the seer falls blind, the visions fade, the curse rewind. A prophet undone by the hand of the past. The future I wrote became my last.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I thought I was God with the script in my hand, dictating the fate of every woman and man. But pride's a shadow, it eats you whole. Even death won't wait when you've sold your soul. The man I betrayed, robbed him of his time. Still met his grave, but he rewrote mine. Still in his grip, vengeance in his eyes. A blind prophet learns, everybody dies. Fam out there with the gift I can't chase. Roman rod building, kingdoms in place. Keisha escaped, she broke the chain, and Wise left drowning in his own pain.
Sees no more, the seer undone, the visions fade, the story runs. Sees no more, I paid the cost. The prophet who saw, but still got lost.
Even a seer can't unsee his own hand.
They thought the fragments were riddles, the fragments were scriptures. The echo ain't random, it's memory, resurface. You ain't running from me, you just running back into yourself. Pages torn, ink bleeds in the silence. Wise ain't whisper, he etched it in violence.
Don't call it prophecy, call it reflection.
Children of the mirror, bound by confession. They still hear me in the night, coded lessons. Black candles burn, counting out blessings. Every shadow's just the truth you neglected. I ain't your killer, I'm the ghost you perfected. Mirror crack, 7 years bleed. Every scar was a seed. You thought you left me in the dirt, but I bloom in the bleed. Stitched, ain't no puzzle, it's a sermon.
The blood of the sun still stains the burden.
Mothers weeping, sons keep learning. Even in silence, the scriptures keep turning. Echo of the interludes, whispers of the skits. They call them nightmares, I call them gifts. Abstract ink in the veins of the text. You ain't forget me, you just ain't read me correct.
Pages burn slow, but the words don't die. Every teardrop, ink stains the sky. You ain't haunted by Wise, you're haunted by why?
Black
wasn't a song, it was scripture. It wasn't a scripture, it was memory. It wasn't memory, it was you.
Case Note Archive reference. PA's Psychic Attack Syndrome. Primary source: victims of the clairvoyant known only as wise. Secondary source: fragments of the books, the scripts themselves.
When the power of the seer, wise was not a prophet in the holy sense. He was a man whose barotheric gland and pineal interactions produced a fracture. He could see thoughts at their inception, trace them like trails of smoke, and project whole futures into written form. Victims recall the sensation of being peeled open. He did not simply predict, he recorded, word for word, breath for breath, what had not yet happened. These writings became scripts. They traveled through hands, whispered in locker rooms, read aloud by psychics, mocked by children who didn't understand what they carried. But once distributed, the words gained power, not mystical, but social, psychological, karmic. A thought that should have died in silence became mortalized in ink. Two lexicon of harm. The victims of wise coined their own terms to survive what they endured. Verbatim echo attacks. When the script was read aloud to them in real time, fracturing the mind. Glitch events, the horror of perfect alignment between prophecy and reality. A glass shattering exactly as foretold, leaving scars deeper than the shards. Walls closing when the subject felt all possible futures collapsing into one predetermined path. Claustrophobia of the soul. Feedback loops, moments when victims trying to alter the script created echoes worse than the original, like struggling in quicksand. Evo syndrome, the most insidious phase when humans, armed with the script, began orchestrating events themselves. The psychic attack evolving into social execution, a curse multiplied by many hands. Together, these symptoms form psychic attack syndrome. A trauma that replicated not through blood, but through belief. 3 to cause. Wise haunted children. He sat in hospital nurseries, staring into infant eyes, scanning for futures that might threaten his own. He whispered to Tony at age 8, birthing paranoia that steered him toward violence. He seeded betrayal between Rome, Ruck, and Rodney, the brothers who might have healed each other. But his gift was also his torment. He could not stop hearing thoughts, even when he wanted silence. Dreams not his own became his nightly theater. He became a villain out of necessity, a jester of pain, turning life into a game just to bear it. Victims called him the devil, but in his final years, dementia struck, perhaps by design, perhaps by fam. Nice's counterforce. The first time, the visions went black. For legacy. In the aftermath, survivors wrote one text, circulated secretly, cataloged his method so that future generations could recognize the signs. They documented the lexicon you've just heard. They warned. The seer is dead, but the syndrome remains. For wise whispered too many last days. He weaponized inevitability. And once a life is bent toward its ending,
There is no therapy that can unwind it. Remember this, the greatest danger was not in his visions, but in the hands that believe them. That is how futures die before they are ever born.